In this photograph, I thought these horizontal scrapes below the waterline were very interesting, and I thought I'd see if I could, well, I don't know, duplicate it, but sort of give it a nod as to, that something along those lines may have happened to my ship. And this is how I decided to do it. I decided I would use the airbrush, and I wanted long strokes with the airbrush that would gradually come in and then fade back out. But they had to be in a straight line, and I don't think I would be capable of holding the airbrush or anything that steadily on a long run. So I got to thinking about it. Well, what could I do to steady my arm? I thought about holding one arm with the other. I thought about a lot of different things. Finally, I thought, well, why don't I build a little rail, a wooden rail, and take some old casters I've got in the garage and build a little trolley to rest my wrist on. And then I could draw a straight line and I can set it exactly where I want it. So that's what I did. And here's what I came up with. If you're not subscribed, how about subscribing now? Thanks. It doesn't do anything, but it makes me feel good. How about giving me a like? I'm working on the weathering. This line represents a long period of time that it sat with a load, so it was fairly, not super deep, but it was pretty deep in the water. That's probably pretty much a full load, although not loaded to the gunwales certainly, but pretty full. The hull hasn't been painted for a long time. They just can't seem to get ahead. You know, they get a load and it's all happy. Everybody's happy. You know, they got a load. They're going to take it somewhere, and then they get it delivered and can't find another load, and they sit and they sit and they wait. Or something happens. For instance, this situation here. They got into port, they had a load, they had a contract, but for some reason there was a dispute, and they couldn't unload, and they sat and they sat and they sat and they sat. They tried to charge for being stranded like that, loss of income, blah blah blah, but the one company went broke and declared bankruptcy. You know, it just one thing after another, and they've had a really tough time. And you know, they're very slow. The newer ships are so much faster. This has its original triple expansion steam engine, Burns bunker. It struggles to make 8 knots, you know. On a really good day it might make 10. And that's if the wind is behind them and the seas are following. They have a good current. These are pictures I've been using as references. I don't have a license to put them on camera though, so I can't show it to you. But they're out there on the internet. There's tons of them. For texture, I used Liquitex acrylic medium natural sand, and I just daubed it on really lightly. When I get to the other side, I'll put some of that on camera doing that. And it's very light, but it adds a little texture. For my rust color, I've used a variety of things. This is one of them. What is this? This is Life Color Diorama Series UA 702. I don't have any clue as to where I got it. It's acrylic though. So next week we'll talk about how these rusty streaks were created. There's a few different kinds. For instance, these are through-hull fittings where water is being pumped out of the ship, either out of the bilge or perhaps something to do with the propulsion system. And this is just a runoff off the deck. So next week, that's what we're going to concentrate on. This is the port side, and we'll be working on the starboard side next week. Thanks for watching. See you next time.